Hi everyone, this is Aaron. Today is Monday, August 28, 2017, and you are listening to the Sound Words Podcast, a podcast where I get to talk about Christianity and culture, current events, and corporate worship. It's an experimental podcast, which means that it is still a work in progress. I am still trying to figure this out. It is also a way for me to practice my speaking skills so I can be better equipped to teach my Sunday school class. This week, I'm going to be talking about the worship service that I had the privilege of leading music in yesterday, Sunday, at my church in Walnut. I am a music leader at my church, and my typical team consists of a full band with synthesizer, piano, drums, bass guitar, electric guitars, acoustic guitars, and a bunch of vocals. This week, however, I was with a smaller team. A lot of people were on vacation or they just needed a break, and those are legitimate excuses. I never get angry or upset when team members say they cannot play. I just want to be clear about that. I'm not trying to bash them or say that I needed them. Everybody deserves vacation and having a break. I am very thankful for all of my team members. This week, I want to talk about the changes that I had to make in order to facilitate the different team setup. Now, this is something that every leader should be willing and maybe not necessarily comfortable, but willing to do. Make changes with the team, be flexible, and do the best with what they have. I'll be talking about how I was missing some instruments and how I was missing some vocals and what I did to compensate for that. Thanks for listening. Today I want to talk about the bass guitar. The bass guitar is the anchor, it is the ballast, it is the low end of the sound spectrum. And I was without a bass guitarist this week. So in order to make up for my lack of a bass guitar, I asked my pianist Chloe to provide those low notes. I asked her to stay on the lower end of the piano, and I asked her to emphasize those lower registry notes. I think she did a great job. I think that she was able to cut through the mix, and because it was on the piano, it did provide a lot of warmth and a lot of weight to the low end. Now, this week I had 2 acoustic guitars, 4 vocalists, 1 electric guitar, 1 cajon, and Chloe on the piano. I do want to say thank you to everyone who played with me this week. I think you all did a great job. I will be covering the rest of the instruments during the rest of this week. Thank you for listening. You can find this podcast on iTunes or on your favorite podcast player. Just search for Sound Words, Aaron Lee, or Music Goon in the search. I'll also be uploading this podcast to YouTube. You can find everything at my homepage, musicgoon.tumblr.com/podcasts. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.